Ben McKee, West Rucker, Go Vols 24/7 here inside of Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, where Tennessee will open the NCAA Tournament for a program record 7th consecutive tournament tomorrow evening when they face Wofford at 6:50 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Wes, as we kick off our full court press here, what stands out about this matchup in your eyes?
The first thing that stands out to me is just being here and it being
weird.
It's weird. Like it's hard to describe. Like, you cover Tennessee for a while. You come into this building, you don't expect this to see this. You don't expect them to have a big power T on the board and have Rocky Top playing when Tennessee takes the. It's weird. It's very, very weird. But this matchup is one that, Tennessee has earned the right to be a 2 seed, which means it's earned the right to play. I'm not going to call it a layup because there's no layups in this tournament, but a game where you don't have to be at your best maybe to win. This is a game where, Tennessee handles business. Things are just fine, but it's always a little dangerous playing a team with kind of nothing to lose.
Yeah. That
can be very dangerous in a moment like this, but this Tennessee team is old enough that I think, this, I don't have a lot of concerns about this matchup. Famous last words, but I think they're all right.
Did anything stand out to you from Rick Barnes, Wofford speaking to the media? Any quotes that stood out to you today leading into tomorrow's game? Obviously, there's a big storyline with Wofford's head coach.
Yeah, he's a former Kentucky player here, and obviously, the people who are in here who are Kentucky fans, they'll want Tennessee to lose for a couple reasons. One, because it's Tennessee. Two, because that could take the number 2 seed out of this region that Kentucky's also in. But also a former player. I mean, they love their own here, just like they do at places around the country. They support their own here. They always have, and so that's interesting. And I thought the way he talked about the first thing you do when looking at film on Tennessee's defense is you pray, basically, because he said it looks like there's like 6, 7, or 8 of them out there, and that was an interesting thing that you expect a coach to say something like that. He knows what he's doing. But that, and then from Tennessee's side, I thought it was interesting because up there on the board, for Tennessee in the main room, you had Jemai Mashak and Chaz Lanier and Igor Milicic Jr. And with Mashak, this is old hat for him. This is the 4th year that he's been here. But Lanier and Milicic, I mean, you can tell they're grateful to be here. Like, not that Mashak's not, but, they've waited their whole careers, 4 seasons for Milicic, 5 for Lanier, to be at a spot like this. And they're very grateful for the opportunity. And if they use that, in a positive way, it could be a big thing.
In terms of the matchup itself, Tennessee's going to have to do a great job of defending the perimeter.
Yeah.
Wofford likes to shoot. They shoot it a ton. But they're also going to have to make sure they are strong on the inside as well, with Wofford's center, who does do the granny style underhanded free throws. But it'll be a nice test for Felix Akpara and Cade Phillips, and if Igor gets switched on to him, or Darlington Dubar, Jemai Mashak, he's somebody who sees the floor really well, leads the team in assists, and he averages nearly a double-double a game.
Yeah, it's almost some Janai Broomish qualities there with some of the stuff, maybe a poor man's Janai Broom, you could say. But it's with Tennessee, when you go back to that Florida game, I just keep thinking, like, the pride in these guys. The last time they were on the floor, they got bullied in the paint. They got straight up bullied. And Rick Barnes is not going to let them forget that. They're going to watch that film over and over. They're going to know. I would expect no matter who they're playing in the first round of this thing, they will be physical in the paint. You just don't want to get in foul trouble because of it. Yep. But, like, I can tell you this, like, they will not be pushed around, I believe, this weekend. I don't think they're going to let that happen.
No, not at all. And look, at the end of the day, you already talked about it a little bit to start the video. This boils down to Tennessee being ready to play. If Tennessee is locked in, ready to play basketball, they will win by double digits. It's why they are 20-point favorites tomorrow. And with that being said, both of us, everybody watching and listening, would be stunned if this basketball team, with Zakai Ziegler, with Jemai Mashak leading the way, if it wasn't ready to play basketball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this tournament is the most magnificent thing in American sports. It is. It just is. But but part of that is that anything can happen.
Yeah.
Like, this is a game where no matter what you can play throughout the season to put yourself in a better situation in terms of your early round opponents or your location, the geography. But at the end of the day, you got to go see the other team. And in this era, everybody can shoot. Everybody's got range, and there's very little fear factor involved there. Like, these guys are ballers. They want to go play. And even though they're little Wofford 1,100 students, whatever it is, they're Division I basketball players. And if they get hot from 3, look out. That happens. This tournament shows that for time and time again. But you would think Tennessee having the best 3-point defense in the country helps you there, because Tennessee's just, they're going to foul a 3-point shooter a game because they're aggressive out there and they are what they are. But just go out there and play your game. Play your game, handle it calmly, go on a big run maybe in the first half and put yourself at ease.
Absolutely. We'll have plenty of coverage all day long, the rest of today and throughout the weekend, as long as Tennessee continues to play. Live coverage from here in Lexington at GoVols247.com. He's Wes Rucker. I'm Ben McKee.